how Hunt, the biggest scam this year, ran from $32 to $103.90 in one day. All today on Young Money Investments. All right, you guys, another day, another week, and another scam in the stock market. So today we are going to be talking about Hunt, ticker symbol HUNT. We are going to be talking about the incredible run that it had from $32 yesterday all the way to $104. This stock has ran, I believe, from $9 just the day before up to that $103.90 point. And is now stuck in something called a halt, or a T12 halt, which is placed on it by the NASDAQ. There are several different types of halts. So if you are in the penny stock market, you have probably heard of halts before, but I'm going to get into what a halt is a little bit later today. And right now in this section, I want to talk about what the heck happened and how I am actually stuck right now in Hunt, and how I have a position and I am not able to buy or sell. Wasn't able to touch my account, or sorry, not my account, my position size in Hunt today. So taking a look at the charts, we are going to pull up the TD Ameritrade Think or Swim platform on here. So this is going to be yesterday, because when I woke up this morning and thought that I would be able to see HUNT down massively, I did not see it down massively. It was still at the same price, and when the markets opened, I thought, okay, low volume, maybe it'll open up. No, it was in what is called a T12 halt. So this has been a scam that has been running for quite some time. If we Google it and kind of take a look at it really quick here, if you just do a quick Google search, we'll actually just pull one up here, HUNT, just do it this way. Hunt is Hunter Maritime. It is a shipping company based out of the Marshall Islands, and this is just a scam. You can definitely take a look at what is going on with this company if you read some of these articles. But basically what happened, if you take a look here at the chart on the 5-day, you're going to see that it was trading down here the day before at 935 and has ran from there all the way up to a high of 104. So over a 1,000% jump in less than 2 days. And that is what we call market manipulation, guys. That is just the definition of market manipulation. These penny stocks right now are running very crazy. RBZ was another one today that I actually made a little over $1,000 in shorting, that ran from down here at the open all the way up to almost $40. That is a 212% run. Literally a few days ago, we're seeing lows of 623. So in the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, this company ran. In the course of 6 days, this company ran a total of 471%. What's happening in the penny stock market is that as more and more volume is coming in and more people are realizing that these companies are running hardcore, more and more market manipulation is happening. More scams, more scammers out there are basically manipulating the stock and pushing it up and trapping retail traders and then just pulling the rug out from underneath them. So as we saw, like I said, with RBZ today, Hunt was the crazy one. Now, one of my things with Hunt, and a lot of times you would say, okay, well, where'd you get in at? I got in up here at $66 is where I entered my first position at. And you would say, okay, well, if you got in at $66, why didn't you get out down here? Well, I should have. It was up for a little over $1,000. I only had a 30 share position. Currently, I'm in it at 155 shares, so still not a large position. My average cost basis is somewhere right around $52, $53. I ended up averaging in and adding in down here, and that was my fault. I thought they would start to fade back down, and it did not. The big thing that I had going for me is that I have a larger account now. I ended up funding this account with a lot more funds, and I knew that I could hold and withstand a run. Now, what's interesting though is with a T12 halt, and we're gonna actually take a look at what a T12 halt is this is going to be frozen for a few days while the NASDAQ investigates what is going on with Hunt and why this stock ran, because a stock like this should not run. There was a halt actually that happened a while back for a company called FIN. LFIN. And so as you can see on here, it says, not long after the news of a T12 halt, the SEC said it obtained a court order giving them access to freeze more than $27 million in trading proceeds from allegedly illegal distributions and sales of restricted shares of Longfin stock involving its CEO and 3 other individuals. Usually when stocks run like this, there is scam artists that are just profiting majorly within these small penny stocks. There is no reason. And so again, the SEC did a T12 halt on this company and found out that they were illegally selling shares on the market. And of course, it ended up still hurting a lot of people. The problem with doing a halt, and this is something that I think needs to be mentioned here, is the problem with doing a halt is the people that are long in a company are going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt if you're long and a company gets T12 halted like that. Everyone is going to start selling out. The most likely scenario of what is going to happen to HUNT, I will give you towards the very end. But taking a look here at what a T12 halt is, we're going to just take a look right here, and it's going to talk a little bit more about what happens. So this is an article just here on Benzinga, but it's an important one if you're looking at what a T12 halt is. This talks about a run on DRYS a while back where it ran from, oh gosh, it probably was running from a couple dollars or something. But basically you have different levels of halt. So whenever a stock is halted, there is a code assigned to the company. For example, the most common stock halt is a T1, which is slapped on a company ahead of the pending release of material news. So the first one is a T1. That's usually a short halt. That's usually going to be somewhere probably in the range of maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I believe a T5 halt as well, which it talks about right here, is a less common but still frequent trading halt code. T5 is placed on a stock when it moves at least 10% in a 5-minute period. So RBZ, for example, today had a T5 halt. Trading HUNT yesterday, it had multiple T5 halts because it was moving so very rapidly down. In one move from the morning spike, it had dropped over 30%. So as it says right here, with a F12 halt, it says one of the uncommon trading halts is a T12, which was assigned to dry ships stock halt. The T12 halt code is put in place when the NASDAQ exchange requests additional information from the company. The NASDAQ exchange is likely questioning why the stock soared from $5 per share to $120 per share in just a week. When things like that happen, guys, there is a scam going on. That is not normal. Something like that should not happen. And that's why you shouldn't be going along in a company like that. According to FINRA, a trading halt can last up to 10 business days, and is issued when the SEC believes the investing public, may be at risk. The SEC holds the authority to halt a trading stock based on a trading activity alone, even if the company is up to date with its regulatory findings. Now, the reason that is never good on a T12 halt is because what happens to the stock when it is T12 is it drops, and it drops majorly. This company most likely is going to be dropping after the halt down to the $20 range. So if you are long in Hunt, you are anywhere above 20, you are going to most likely be getting hurt pretty bad. That is the unfortunate part about a halt, is yes, it is to stop some of the illegal activities that are going on, but halts usually end up hurting a lot of the longs because that stock price just tanks after the halt. Now, this halt may last for 10 days. This halt may go on for a while. That is something that does kind of suck, but as like I said, I'm averaging about $52, $53 on my shares right now. Being down at $20 a share is going to net me a pretty nice little profit. Now, I should have went bigger. Would have been nice if I would have added more, right? But at the end of the day, you can't complain when a stock has went up this high. You are able to not drop out of your position and still hold on to all that, and you'll be able to see it dump. So that is one of the crazy things, is the market right now for the penny stock market is going absolutely bonkers. It is going crazy. There have been other companies though, and I will just state this, there have been companies like CETC, which I know has been halted for, I want to say 3 years now. The company had been halted for a long time. Check out my research on that. I believe I'm correct in saying that it's been 3 years. And then LFIN was another one that obviously just took a nice little plunge because of that T12 halt. So some of the cool things we learned in this video: a T1 halt is very normal. It's usually for regulatory filings if they're trying to disseminate news around. A T5 halt happens when a stock ends up going up or down more than 10%. Again, I hate that one. It's usually, they say it's a circuit breaker. They pause a stock because it's moving so rapidly. I think that's fraud. I don't think that there should be any regulatory stuff with that. There are so many things with the government in terms of the stuff that goes on with some of the regulatory things that I don't think are right. But hey, that's what it is. And then the T12 halt is where the NASDAQ is going to investigate this. And this could take days, it could take weeks. You should never know. So thank you so much for tuning into Young Money Investments. If you have any more questions, if you have more comments about this craziness going on, I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section. And thanks so much for tuning into Young Money Investments. While you're here, check out one of my other videos. There's a few other videos. Luckily in this one, I didn't end up getting murdered like I did in BPTH. If you haven't watched my crazy video on BPTH, maybe check that one out. That's a pretty good one as well. I've learned lessons learned, and I'm learning risk management for sure. Catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.